Hello people, welcome back to the channel. It's 2025. It's the year of my first full season in the Caterham Championships. It's the year of vlogging, it's the year of face to camera, and it's the year of doing a lot more videos than I've done in previous times. So this is the first video of the year. We're going to be reviewing the Donington race weekend from October last year. So it's the last race weekend of the Caterham Championships. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking you through my experience of it, from testing to qualifying to racing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So appreciate you watching. Really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. The subscribe button's going to be just there. And there's going to be much more of this to come, including a lot of sim action. So you join me, this is Friday testing. Last main day of testing ahead of the race weekend. This is only my second race weekend, so really important to make sure that I'm familiar with the car, familiar with the track, familiar with a lot of the other cars being around me, and most importantly, fast. So as you can see by the Delta, I was only doing 13s. Realistically, I knew that some of the guys at the front were going to be down in the 11s, so ideally I needed to be low 12s, if not late 11s. That's the plan. However, as you can see, as I hit track limits there, it's just very, very rough driving. Very much someone who was chasing time instead of just focusing on what they're doing, really. And unfortunately, that is the way the weekend went. I should have really seen the signs here. As you'll see, smashing through the gears. Wrong gear, should be third there, in seconds. Come on mate, what are you doing? So, as you can see, even with all them mistakes, we're still comfortably just below 12 and a half. So this is now the second session. So, I sat down, looked at the data, knew where I was going wrong, knew that I was short shifting, knew that I was overdriving, and this now, second lap out, is me trying to put that right in the second session. There was an apex back there that I decided to miss, but we move on. At this point I felt really good. I felt like there was a really fast lap in there. However, decided not to trail the brake there. Love a bit of track limits coming out of that corner. So already I know that this lap is now done. So all I'm thinking is, okay, let's set yourself up for the next lap. Let's get a fast one in. For those who don't know, in the Caterham UK Championships, you get the opportunity to test on a Thursday and a Friday, which is paid for. And then obviously the race weekend is held over the Saturday and the Sunday. So here we go. I'm thinking, that lap was crap. Let's get after it. I can see one of my teammates ahead of me, Gary, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm catching him. Oh, this is looking quite good. Took turn one quite well. I come off turn one and I'm thinking, oh, here we go, I'm bloody catching him. Yeah, two tyres on the grass, little pirouette. There's a wall there. Customary explicit, and there we are. Fortunately, nothing was wrong with the car. A few little minor things, but nothing was mainly wrong. So now this is lining up just before qualifying. So this is the next day. So this is Saturday the 19th. As you can see, it's been slightly damp. Wasn't raining for qualifying, but was slightly damp. So even though I'd crashed out in that session, I had done another session. So we picked this up with 2 laps of qualifying left. The track was getting grippier in places. As you can see, I almost went right up the back of Matt Dyer then. So again, already really messed up this lap, but I'm thinking, right, let's just stay with him, let's get a tow, let's just see what advantages I can gain. I'm fairly new to this, so the whole qualifying element I'm still not as good as I should be at. However, following someone like Matt, who's a seasoned racer, I thought, well, that's going to give me the best chance to hopefully be somewhere mid-pack, really. I felt like I had a fast lap in the car, as long as I didn't bin it. And as the track was starting to come back to me, all I was thinking is, let's go. As you can see with my Delta, at this point, I'm over a second up on my previous fastest lap. So I get a really good drive out the corner, albeit I'm a little bit soft on the accelerator, sitting behind him, and I'm thinking actually, he's holding back. This is the difficulty in qualifying, you never really know if someone's pushing it or warming up. I'm looking at my Delta thinking what a lap this is going to be, but absolutely mess it up, almost bin it, ruins my lap, and I'm thinking, thanks mate, but we are competitors, so all's fair in love and war. So I know roughly I'm there or thereabouts for the 20 minutes of qualifying, which is the amount of time that we get to set our fastest lap. So I've already messed up turn 1, had a little bit of a slide around coming out of turn 2, and I'm thinking you just need to make the best of every single corner now as we go through. So it's great to have Matt as a barometer, so I'm thinking, right, he's not pulling away from me, if anything I'm catching him. So unless he's done a much faster lap earlier on, I should be very well placed if I can stay there or thereabouts with him. So all I'm thinking is concentrate on my driving. As you can see, gas was all over the place there. This corner, there was an apex back there that I've just completely missed. But you can't get too upset about these things, so I've just got to keep chasing. Broke far too early, managed to pick up a little bit of grip, almost joined in. Now I'm thinking, let's get the toe off behind him. Is he going to screw me over like last time? No, he pulls over. As you can see on this sheet, the last 2 laps, so lap 13 and 14, is when the majority of the field got their fastest lap. If you look at this, I knocked circa 400 off my time just on the last corner. If you consider that I was a second faster on the previous lap, it may have got me in a much better place. However, I ended up 11th, so this is race 1. This is the same day, the Saturday. Normally really good at starting. And bogged down. Here we go. Just like get eaten up by everyone around me. Now, as I'm still quite new to it, as you can see, big gap there. I decided to come on the brakes. Little bit reluctant, let's say, to fill the gap, and I just get swarmed. Like, the guys are such good drivers. The track is much drier now, so there's no excuse about uncertainty regarding if it's wet or not. Plenty of grip there. In the wrong gear now, in 5th gear. Everyone just flies past me. So I'm thinking, mate, what are you doing? I'm now not last, but not far from being last. But I'm going to give it my best go here by messing up. There's a few guys in the gravel there. There's Matt. I'm thinking, right, let's just concentrate now. Let's get driving. You know what you're doing. That first lap is always chaos. There's always so much going on. It's something which I know that I definitely need to improve on this year, of making sure I make the first lap count much more than I did in the 2 race weekends I did last year. So now, first proper lap, I'm thinking, let's send it up the insides. Look, it's far too soft on the gas. Don't know why I'm hugging it that close. Just leaving it wide open now. Barry Thompson to just go past me. I'm short shifting. Unfortunately, this is the theme of the weekend. When I was around the other cars, for some reason, I just started driving different to how I've been taught. I keep short shifting. When I was around other cars, I was a little bit reluctant to fill gaps or to drive at the pace that I know I can. So it's all experience, but look far too reactive there. But we've got the insides track. In the same car, I've got the line, I should be up the road now, so managed to hold it. Actually a few shifts I was doing correct there. Good apex. And we're off. There we go, so we've knocked almost 5 seconds off the last lap, but I've been short shifted now the last 2 gears. And it looks like the other Barry now has got a supercharged car instead of the same Caterham. I then decided to slide around the corner. Got the inside track though, but then it's my track, just go. Whoa. No, okay. So then I kindly give that place back to Barry. Go. No, there you go. Tell you what, Barry, you can have that space and I'll just sit at the back. Yeah. Well, there you go. Perfect example of my corner. I was there. And backed off. And then now I've lost 30-40 metres out to the guys. Now all I'm thinking is I've got to drive normal. So this is the last 3 laps of action because the other ones there wasn't much to write home about. I ended up just being kind of in no man's land for part of it. So this picks us all up battling some kind of close action. So Chris Fraser just came past me. I think you might have seen earlier on he was in the gravel. That driver. So I'm thinking, great, Chris is here, let's start driving normal. That's my teammate, Gary in front. I'm thinking it's a good group of people here to have a little battle with and to just push each other on towards the end. Some decent shifts on both of them, wasn't short shifting, came off the accelerator slightly early. Second gear. So the third. So that was over a second slower than what I was really running at. Big slide into turn 1. Got left by everyone now and I'm thinking, what are you doing? Come on. Much better than this. This is the difference. You know, at this level you make one mistake and they're up the road. So I'm thinking, let's get after them. Well, came off the accelerator, feet weren't fast, but still managed to catch them. So they're now starting to trip over each other, which is going to help me be able to catch them slightly. However, them gaps I need to be closing, which, as you can see, I'm not really doing a very good job of here. But the next lap and a half, I'm really going to get taught some important lessons. Because whilst you're there, you have to be able to make something of it. So straight away, I've now caught 3 of the guys, and I'm like, right, send it up the inside. Door gets closed, but I'm thinking, well, you're still there, Gary's not going to come across you. Slight over brake. A decent corner though, decent drive out of there. Wasn't the fastest. I was sitting behind him thinking, right, let's go. Looked at the insides, didn't quite work. I had enough gearing, there was enough drive in third for me to do that, so I wasn't upset about that. I'm thinking, you've got to get past. Look for the big sends. Again, did the hard work, I should have really just sent it all the way, but for some reason I decided to back out. I'm thinking, right, so there's definitely one space here for me. I just need to make it count now. So I want to get in the train, get the slipstream, see what I can do. As you can see, I'm getting dropped a little bit here and I'm thinking, come on, what's going on? Well, I've just geared early for some reason. They annoy each other and I'm thinking, right, get right up him. Here we go. Past all 3 of them. Big sender, let's go. I've done the hard work, I'm past them. And then I brake early and basically let them go past me. I drop down and I'm back behind all 3 of them again. So these are all really important lessons. I was only guesting last year. This year is my full season. So I sent it past Gary because I was getting frustrated now. So I'm thinking, right, one done, now the other two to go. As you can see by the delta, when we're racing, whilst we might normally be going around in 12s, when you're tripping over each other, you're going around in 13s, 14s, 15s, which is why it's so important to just try and get around people that are of a similar speed, so then you can, as short shift again, all of a sudden, look at that, I get eaten up. Getting eaten, two of the same cars and I'm getting eaten up for short shift, it's another short shift. And then I go wide, deep, and I'm at the back again. So again, another important lesson, track position is so important. Some of them laps, some of the most important laps I think,